We're now in Washington, and as I'd mentioned in earlier videos, we've been pushed west along the coast because of the fires. So our original plans shifted. So we're back now going in towards Walla and decided to take a quick detour. We're in Mount Rainier National Park. Mount Rainier is in front of you, and they have fires around this park as well. So here's a good shot of the valley. You can see the smoke. In the brief clip right before this, you could see the actual fire, the plume coming out of the fire itself before it drifts down into the valley. You can see how much haze we've got in here today. Just coming into the Wenatchee National Forest, and we can see the plume from the fire. That plume of smoke that we showed you was the Snyder Springs fire. So far that's burned 94,000 acres, and at the moment they have it 14% controlled. And to give you an idea of the scale, that plume was 18 miles away from us when we took the shot. As you can see, the valley is full of smoke. It's becoming quite a consistent theme in the Pacific West here. So I really feel for the folks up here and certainly have a lot of respect for those guys that are fighting these fires. It is hot and it is smoky, so God bless those folks. We're driving along Highway 12, and I just wanted to show you this. We believe this is called Rimrock Lake. It is west of Natchez on Highway 12. It's a gorgeous lake. I wish it was clear, but it's a gorgeous lake. And there's a whole lot of camping area. This is the Titan River, Tieton, and it's fed out of Rimrock Lake, which is back down the road. We're on a section of US 12, west of Natchez. So we're between Natchez and the entrance to Rainier National Park. We wanted to show you this because it's a really beautiful river. The lake was really awesome, and all along this stretch, particularly further back towards the lake, there are all kinds of campsites. So you can pull off. There's park campsites which are currently closed because of the fire, but it looked like some dispersed campsites as well that you can pull off and get right down by the river or the lake. We saw some rafting. I'm not sure if there's any fishing in here, but what the heck, you can give it a try. So just a beautiful spot. I wanted to point it out. US 12 west of Natchez. There's a long-standing debate, or discussion is probably the better word, on what is overlanding. What is the definition of overlanding? I'm not going to wade into that, but I'll give you my impression. So for me, overlanding is camping, for sure, checking out really interesting places, finding stellar new sites to camp and visit and enjoy. But one of the other things that I truly love about overlanding / travel in general is trying new things and meeting new people. And one thing that I love is wine. And I know you think I'm a whiskey guy, but I love wine. And one of the stops that we're making on this trip has nothing to do with beautiful camping locations or exceptional Jeep trails. It is about wine. We've never been to Walla, Washington, which is the epicenter for the Washington wine industry. So we're stopped today in Walla. We've done some wine tasting at some very awesome wineries downtown. And right now we're out in the beautiful Washington countryside, I guess, if you will, at Long Shadows Winery. We're going to do some wine tasting here. That'll be the last wine tasting of the day. And it's just awesome seeing this location and seeing the Washington wine country in general and just experiencing this. So my definition of overland is enjoying life, seeing new things, having new experiences, and meeting new people. So we're going to go meet the folks at Long Shadows. We're going to have a great time, and then we're going to go back into Walla Walla, and we're going to find a great little place for dinner. We're just leaving Walla Walla. Had a great time wine tasting. Had a great dinner last night at a place called Hadaway's, which is I guess southern type restaurant, but had really good food, good cocktails, so thoroughly enjoyed it. We're on our way to Sandpoint, Idaho now, and one of the mantras of overland travel is that you've got to be flexible. And Sandpoint is providing one of those opportunities for us to demonstrate our flexibility. The original plan was to head to Sandpoint, check it out for a day, and then take the Idaho Backroad Discovery Route for 2 sections, number 7 and 8, and then head over to Montana. However, there are 2 fires burning near Sandpoint, and those 2 fires have taken the Backroad Discovery Route out of the equation. So we're not going to be able to do those routes. So instead we're going to spend a couple days in Sandpoint. So a little bit of a disappointment, but hey, not nearly as disappointing as the folks that are in the path of that fire. So I'm not going to complain about a little destination change. So anyway, we're going to make the best of it. We'll check back in Sandpoint and Lake Pend Oreille. It's supposed to be beautiful. So we're excited about checking it out. Well, we made it to Idaho. We're now standing on the lakes of really a beautiful lake. I wish we could see more of it, but it's very smoky here as well. And there's a chance of rain, so we're not sure if it's a combination of the two, but pretty hazy today. But this is Lake Pend Oreille, and we stayed across the lake here in Sandpoint, Idaho. We had a really great time last night. We met some folks, one local guy and his sister and brother-in-law, and we kind of did some bar hopping with them, and that was really fun. And then we ended up in one of the local bars, and we discovered a new game we'd never heard about called Hammerschlagen. Don't ask me how to spell Schlagen, but apparently you have a maul, and I'm guessing about a 2-pound head on this thing, and some nails that were quite big nails. I mean, thick, almost spike-looking things. And you had to hit the nail with the narrow end of the hammer. And the first person, you win and circle, the first person to get their nail in wins. And in the process, if you spark your nail, you have to drink. If you, I don't know all the rules, but a lot of drinking and a lot of hammering going on. So it sounded like a fun game, and I'd never heard of it before. So anyway, despite the fires, we're making the best use of our time. This is a really big lake. I was not expecting such a large lake. It's really a large lake. It's a beautiful lake. The water's crystal clear, so it'd be a very, very nice place to see in the summertime or when it's sunny out. We're parked here at what is the Trestle Creek entrance to Section 8 of the Idaho Backroad Discovery Route. Our initial plans were to take this route, go up and over the mountains, connect to the 7th section, and take that down to Wallace, Idaho, and then head over to Glacier Park. But as you can see, the fires in the area have closed the road, and of course the fires all around the Pacific Northwest have been impacting travel all summer. Clearly the imposition suffered by us overlanders is nothing compared to those that are losing their lives and property, so I want to put this in perspective. But we're now, because of this and the closed road, and we just had a fire crew go by, we're going to go north and around the mountains to Whitefish and Glacier. But I just kind of wanted to give you an idea here of sort of a pretty common sight that we're seeing along the trip. And again, it shows you that when you're out traveling, be flexible, because things happen and plans have to change, and you have to change and be flexible with them. So nothing is set in stone. Make the best of it, enjoy it, and have fun.
This is clamping from Dick Outdoors.
Dicking around outdoors.
Oh, excuse me, but he just came in from outdoors. And this is where he's been looking for moose. Look at all that he's found.
A 5-star moose bar.
219 5-star moose bar. Sandpoint, Idaho. Oh, and there's the bride.